Okay, so in the box of each of them, this is the third reality Zigbee dongle. You have a manual. It's really short. You just have some languages, some setup guides, and that's basically it. The third reality dongle comes with this USB-C to A adapter. It's only USB 2, but that's pretty nice to have. And then you have the USB-C dongle itself. I believe this is USB 3. Has a cover, and it has a button right here, and that's what the ejector tool is for, or the pin tool is for. You press the button and you can flash the firmware onto this chip. I'll probably have to find out how to get this working. If I do end up finding out how to get this working, I'll have a video on it probably, since it's so confusing. But they just sent me this one out to try out and to start my smart home, so that's nice of them. It is actually based on the older Zigbee protocol, so yeah. And then Hautech sent me these. These are like the SONOFF Dongles. I believe they use the same chips. Oops. Come out, wherever you are. Yes. Okay. So there's the smaller one. I don't know what model it is. It is the EFR32MG21 or MG24. Zigbee 3. Yeah, pretty basic. And then this is the other one. This one should have a beefier design, I believe. I'll have links to these products down below. They'll probably be affiliate links, and they help me out, so please consider checking them out. Let's see, I'll open this one first. So a little nondescript dongle thing there, but and then you just screw that on. I don't think this is a special antenna, but in any way, but should be just a standard antenna. It's really good. It stays in position well. So to get the best signal, you're probably going to want to use a USB-A extender. It can just be USB 2, I believe. Yeah, it can just be USB 2. So this is the first dongle. This is the second dongle. I believe it has a heatsink, and I think it might have what's it called? It might have a signal booster, like 20 dBm gain, or that's just the antenna. But this is probably going to offer better signal quality and better range. So really big antenna, as you can see. This one's also USB 2, but it has an aluminum heatsink, so it should have really good signal. So now, you compare the two. One is obviously smaller. So that's what's in the box. There's no, oh, there is a manual. Okay, this is the brand name. I think SONOFF also has these adapters, but I think these ones are cheaper. Pre-flashed. Yep. Home Assistant Zigbee to MQTT or ZHA. Yeah, you just plug it in. You can always contact the support email. That's nice. I do believe you can flash Open Thread Border Router on these adapters. I believe they do support that. Okay, so the other one didn't come with anything, so that's what's in the box, and I'll show you how to set it up next. So here in Home Assistant, after you connect the adapter, the MG21 adapter, is going to pop up as a Home Assistant Connect CBT1 as shown in the Amazon listing. And then I'm going to pick Open Thread firmware because I have a Thread device. So I have Matter over a Thread device, and so I'm going to need Open Thread Border Router, or I'm going to need it to function as an Open Thread Border Router, and I'm going to need Matter installed. So I'm going to wait for it to install the firmware. And this is a website you can find the firmware, official firmware as well, if you want to flash it that way. I'll have that link down below. And then as it's installing the app, I'm going to close out some stuff, wait for it to load. As you can see, it loaded up pretty nice, and skip and finish. It shows up as a Home Assistant Connect CBT1 by Nabukasa, and you can see it's up to date. Then you're probably going to want to install Matter. I'm just looking around here. So to install Matter, you're going to want to click the Add Integration button. Yeah, this is just me looking around. You can enable Watchdog here. It automatically resets the app if it crashes. So Add Integration, you're going to want to click that. And then search for Matter. Here I'm misclicking, but you want that to be checked, the box to be checked. Otherwise you have to set up some random stuff. I have no idea how to set it up, so I'm going to go the normal route. Submit. Wait for it to install. Okay, now it's done, finally. And so you can add a device. Here's me just exploring a bit more. So to add a device each time, we're going to want to click on Matter, and then add device. But if you'd like, you can just go to the settings, and if you scroll down just a little bit, it'll show up as Matter as the communication protocol. Thread will also be there, and if you have Zigbee will be there as well. So here, as you can see, you just click yes, and then you're going to need to download the Home Assistant app for Android or iOS. So here in the Home Assistant app for Android or iOS, it's going to be pretty similar. You're going to want to navigate to settings, and then I decide to do an extra step, but I don't think it's required. I'm just going to sync some information. So I'm scrolling down, clicking the companion app, and then looking for I'm looking for the troubleshooting tab, and I'm going to sync the thread credentials. On iOS, it's going to be slightly different, but there's probably documentation online covering it. And I'm going to go back, go to the integrations tab, or devices and services. And then I'm going to click on Matter, or add integration, and then add Matter device, and then click No, since it's a new device. Sometimes you might need to reset your Matter device, so and then you're going to need to scan a QR code. It's going to scan. There's also, below the QR code is a manual pairing code, and you can type that in if you can't scan the QR code. You're going to want to connect to your preferred network, which is preferably the same network as the Home Assistant's connected to. And I'm going to wait for it to connect. Usually you'll see the Matter device start to react. It's going to change indicator color or something, or flash. Hey, now it's done. You just clicked on, and that's the end. It just navigates to the device. Here, as you can see, I have a thread device, Matter over thread. I can't show you what it's called because I'm under NDA, but you can also ping the device, and it pinged. You can see some of the sensors it has and the temperature. You can see the firmware is up to date, and then I'm going to test the luminescence sensor, and it jumped to 166 lux. Now it's at 1000 lux. Probably maxed out the sensor. And now it's back down to 9. So as expected, it has a 100% battery. There's also an identify feature. You can just press it and it should identify the device, but that depends on what device you have. And then you can just check a couple of the stats and the history of the device. And yeah, that's basically it. That's how you set up a Matter over Thread device with the Hautech Zigbee 3.0 adapter. So to flash the firmware on the Hautech Zigbee 3 USB dongle, this one is the black one with the high gain antenna, the bigger one, and metal heatsink. So to flash this or flash the firmware on it, you're going to need to connect it to your laptop and navigate to this website. Let's see. Now I'm just gonna. Okay, you might need this driver, and go to downloads. I'll have this link down below, but I use the one with the serial enumerator because I believe these dongles need these dongles communicate over serial. So serial this way. Okay, so you're going to plug it in after you have the driver installed. The driver installed is pretty straightforward. You just download it and install it. I'm going to click connect, select it again, and then if you notice, this one has the same exact chip. So this is going to be exactly what you're looking for. Do not pick this one because I think it uses a different chip. Even though it has a couple of the same numbers, it's not exactly the same. So I'm just going to go the safe route and select this one. Now, as you can see here, there's multiple firmware versions that I can select. Here is the Zigbee 802. This is the latest. You can also flash a Zigbee router. So this basically means that it's going to repeat the signal. But I don't want that. And then there's Open Thread border router. It makes the dongle function as an open thread border router, or thread border router to be short. And that allows you to connect matter over thread devices to Home Assistant or whatever you have this dongle connected to. And then I have no idea what this is, but you can install it. And then there's Customize. You can upload your own firmware, but I'm going to go with the latest Zigbee version. And then Flash. As you can see, it's working. Now, the reason why the other adapter, the white and blue one, the Connect ZBT1 compatible one, that one cannot use this website because it's just built different. Even though there's an option to select the MG21 chip, it will not flash. So even if you tried, it wouldn't work. So now, as you can see, it says the device will restart automatically. Now, there also is another simpler way if you're using Home Assistant. They also have the SONOFF Dongle flasher for Home Assistant. This is an add-on. And you just add a repository to the apps, I think. And then you open link. And then it's just going to add. You click add. And then you're going to install it. Install. And I'm going to go plug it in real quick. Okay, so now it's installed. I'm going to start it. Open Web UI. And I'm going to click connect. It's going to scan the connected devices. And hopefully it will find it. Manually add device. Select the device. I believe it is this one, but I'm going to check. Well, I do believe it is this one. Let me just. It's on a. Let's see if I need the dongle. Yes, this should be it. So, yeah, I guess this is a little bit more complex. And I don't know which port it's connected to. So, this might not be a great option for some users, but after you've set it up, here, let me just check real quick. Zigbee. Where's my adapter for device? Well, it's not showing. Let me go back. Settings. Nice. Okay. Well, let me just save. Actually delete. And then let me reset up Zigbee. And then it should be this device path. Cancel. Apps. Go back. Open. Connect. Add device. MG24. Paste that. This should all work. And yes. Okay. Seems like it's found it. And so that's how you're going to find the serial device path. And you have all of the same options as well. So yeah. And let's watch flash. Flash. Confirm. And as you can see, it's working. Now, as you can see, flash. And if I go over to devices and services and a Zigbee, proceed, it's detected. Going to connect it or select it, set up automatically. And now you're going to need to wait a while. Skip and finish. And there you go. And then if you want to add a device, just click that and it should pop up. So that's how you set up the MG24 Zigbee 3.0 adapter from Hautech. Okay, so what do I think overall? This is the EFR32MG21. It's basically the Connect ZBT1 by Nabukasa, and this performed really well. I've been using it as a thread border router, and it is just controlling the sensor I'm using is just at a really close range, so it does perform well in that case. But if I wanted longer range, I'd probably pick the MG24 version. The MG21 is a bit expensive, as you saw earlier. It is a bit is about like $10 more expensive than the SONOFF version that uses the same chip. So there's that to keep in mind. But otherwise, this has performed really well. It performs as expected, and it does exactly what is advertised. So if you find this on sale, this is going to be a good buy. And then this is the EFR32MG24 variant. It has a large antenna, so you're going to get really good range. And I've set this up as a Zigbee coordinator using the SONOFF firmware. So this is basically the SONOFF dongle that's using the same chip, but it is like $15 cheaper. So this is a really good option if you want really good range, really good stability, since it's a really popular chip, and it's going to be really easy to flash firmware on since it's the same as the SONOFF version, and $15 cheaper. Really good buy. I would recommend this, and I have a link down below for that. This is the Third Reality USB-C dongle. This one was sent to me by Third Reality, but I have been having trouble getting firmware working on this, so I'll probably just have this as a spare or experimental Zigbee coordinator, and I'm not sure what I'll end up doing with this, but this will just be in a drawer somewhere. Thank you for Third Reality for sending this out. Thank you, Hautech. I'll have a link to the Third Reality site down below, since they offer a lot of various other products that are actually quite quality by the looks of it. And so I'll have the link to their site down below. And then Hautech, I'll have affiliate links down below, and you can check them out. They help me as a creator while costing you nothing more than what is listed on Amazon. So I just get a little cut out of the price of the product. And this one is going to be a really good buy. And so if you're looking for a Zigbee coordinator or a thread border router, this is going to be a really good option for you. Yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing and like the video if it helped you.